Good morning, viewer. Welcome to our first active USA. Here's the breaking news from Russia. Russia steps up onslaught. Ukrainian city of Mariupol is surrounded by Russian forces. Mayor says as NATO warns Russia's new strategy is direct attacks. Kherson. Defiant residents seen reclaiming Ukrainian flags. Catastrophe warnings. Civilian deaths rise. Cities become ruins. City under siege. Russian tightens grip on Ukraine south. Racism at border. International coalition files UN appeal. Among four, these countries could convince Putin to stop. Analysis. Fierce amount of horrific Russian escalation in Ukraine. Defiant Ukrainians. Civilian Stewardowns Russian convoy. Is what do we know about the 40-mile long Russian convoy outside Ukraine capital? Russians struggle to understand why we didn't choose this. Putin can go for called himself. Teenager that tracked Elon Musk's jet is now wrecking Russian oligarch. For days, residents of Kyiv had been bracing themselves for a 40-mile long convoy of Russian tanks, armed vehicles, and towed artillery to arrive for an assault on the Ukrainian capital. Days later, they are still waiting. On Thursday, the UK's defense minister said the convoy appears to have stalled some 30 kilometers 19 miles outside Kyiv and has made little discreditable progress over the past 3 days, citing intelligence. The main body of the large Russian column advancing on Kyiv remains over 30 kilometers from the center of the city, having been delayed by starved Ukrainian residents. And they call the Ukrainian resistance, mechanical breakdown and congestion. The column has made little discreditable progress in over 3 days, the UK statement said. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby said Wednesday night that while the convoy and Russian border push towards Kyiv remains stalled, there was a significant concern that maybe the window is closing to be able to get aid into cities that may become under siege. A senior US defense official told reporters that although the convoy is suffering shortages of fuel and food, the US has assessed that the Russians will again learn from these missteps and these stumbles and will try to overcome them. The convoy's stalled progress could create multiple strategic problems for Russia. First, as the key Russian supplies line for any major assault on Kyiv, it is very large sitting target for Ukrainian forces fighting back against the invasion. Second, the sitting in a 40-mile long traffic jam for days at a time could take its toll on the morale and discipline of Russian soldiers ahead of a major military operation. The convoy is believed to have entered Ukraine via Belarus, a key ally of Putin, where Russia had moved huge numbers of troops in recent weeks to carry out what they called joint exercise. When the exercise ended, the troops did not leave, and satellite images actually showed that Russia increased their military presence in the country. Ukraine's President Zelensky claimed on Wednesday night that the fierce Ukrainian resistance had dented Russian morale. More and more occupiers are fleeing back to Russia from us, from you. We are a nation that broke the enemy's plans in a week. Plans, those have been built for years, he said in a Facebook post. The latest assessment on the convoy comes after the Russian military issued its first casualty figures from the war, saying 498 of its troops had died and another 1,597 had been injured. The UK statement on Thursday said the actual number of those killed and wounded will almost certainly be considerably higher and continue to rise. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov expressed great sorrow over Russian military casualties on Thursday morning. But Russia appeared to be meeting less resistance in southern Ukraine, where the mayor of the strategically important city of Kherson on the Black Sea indicated that Russian forces had seized control. Crucial southeastern Ukrainian city of Mariupol came under siege from Russian forces Thursday as Moscow seeks to tighten its grip on the south of this country. Beyond the report for Shakti viewers.